Happy rails to you. Welcome back, my friends. Happy rails to you. It's good to see you again. Happy rails to you. Please keep watching. Hello, this is G-Man, My World 67. Welcome back. Well, what you see here is that little, I believe it was a Mahano engine, Playcaraft, I'm sorry, Jeff Playcaraft engine that was sent to me with a set, actually, engine in 2 cars. Now, I believe I showed it to you in the previous video or the one before that when I unboxed it and got it out and tested it. And I repaired the other engine that I had gotten. Both of these are Sncf's French railroad transportation. And so, but this one, I just tried to do a little quick cleanup and a test on it. I didn't have a transformer at that time, so I used a 9-volt battery. And usually if there's any life in the motor at all, a good 9-volt battery will at least let you test it once you get it cleaned up. But I hadn't gotten it cleaned up that well. And I just cleaned the contacts of the wheels and tried to remove anything that I saw might be hindering it. Did try to spray the brushes and everything down with alcohol, and it would not run. As a matter of fact, the motor would not move. It was actually as if it was locked. I couldn't even turn it with my thumb. And so, long story short, my track and my transformer, my extra track and my transformer came today. And so, earlier this evening, I got this out, set up this little section of track, and tore this motor somewhat apart. And I didn't take it all the way down because I saw that after I got into it that I might not have to. It had carpet remnant and hair in it, and a little dirt, not a whole lot, but that didn't help it at all. And then I found, after close inspection, that this rod here was out of adjustment, and this pulley had been moved and was out of the lineup, wasn't lining up with the power gear down there. And so I reset that, and I want to do something a little different with it later on. You can kind of see there shiny right there where it had worked its way to. And so I relined it up, got it relined up, and oiled it real good and got all the hair and stuff out of it and cleaned those contacts up. These contacts right here, real good. And here's what we got. Well, I just bumped it into this eraser a minute ago, so there it goes. I don't know. Now it's been running So I don't know what's going on. There we go. Looks like the track. Okay, so I'm having a problem holding the camera. And get my hand out of the way. Okay. So as you can see, when the wheels are on correctly, and that's the reason why it was off before. I had bumped that eraser pretty bad. And it jars it. Whoa. But anyway, it is running, and it runs very good. Actually runs pretty smoothly. And now it looks like I'm going to have paper wrapped up in it. Let me set the camera down. Yep, got it all up in the gear. I don't know if I can get it out of there or not. Just a little bitty piece of it in there. There we go. So as you can see, it runs. And I'm kind of glad I didn't have to break it all the way down. One reason is because this is all put together with rivets. I would have had to drill these rivets out. And there's actually no screws in this whatsoever, except for this one screw here. And I was afraid that that was going to be a challenge. So, but it worked out well, and everything's good. Now, this motor, this chassis, has these little tits or clips on here, two on each side. And so these are what holds the body in place. Once the body goes in, it clips on those little tips. I'm going to show you. Ran up into it again. Got it all up in there better this time. I think I'm going to have to move the paper. Okay. But anyway, That's what happens when you try to do a little quick rush video. All right. I wanted to show you if you can see them. And I don't know whether you can or not. I might have to pick the camera up again. But in each side of the body, there's these holes. One on that side, one on that side. One there. Supposed to be, but it's broken out, and we're going to repair that. And it's the same on this side. You can see where it was, and it's no longer there. So we're going to repair that and make the body ready so it'll go back on. Also, this body is broken right here in the front. And so we're going to make an attempt to repair that. Now, I've already cut this piece, fashioned this piece out of plastic. And again, this is my old faithful bread tie, styrene, off of a loaf of bread. And just big enough. I had to shape it up a little bit. And it will do the job. Put the camera back over here. Alrighty. Got my trusty tweezers. I got my little piece of plastic and the broken engine. So, like I said, I've already cut this little piece of plastic out and shaped it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some tester cement. I like to use testers. A lot of guys don't put much stock in it, but I put stuff together with testers that's been together for 20 or 30 years. So, yeah, I'm a testers kind of guy. We're going to put little testers on there. And we're going to let that sit just a few minutes. We're going to put little testers on this. And we're going to let it sit about 5 minutes. Well, maybe not even that long, about 2 to 3 minutes. And then we'll come back and put it together. All right, we're back. So, we take the piece that we made for it and we set it up in there. Set it in place. Get it at the right angle. Make sure it's lined up. course, we'll have to paint it. Once it's all dried and we'll hold it there for a few seconds. Okay. And right here, we're going to need to fill that in with another little piece. We're going to go ahead and glue. And we'll shape it just a little bit. We don't want to do it too much because we don't want it to be shaped in the wrong place. So we got to have a little bend in it. Cut. My right hand's doing a whole lot better. It's still not right yet, but as you can see, I can do some things with it now. I still can't lift anything heavy and have problems like that, but other than that, it's okay. Okay. I have to take this off and cut this off right here. Just a little bit of it. I might have cut it a little bit too much of an angle. I better straighten that up. Put a little glue on it and put it back. There we go. Little bit of a ridge right there. And take my moto tool and fix that later. Be good if I could clip it right now, though. There we go. Now, what I like about the tester cement too is it makes your plastic, a lot of times it makes your plastic pliable. Which gives you more of an opportunity to try to mold something together a little bit. After it sits for a few minutes, you can work with it and push it together and reshape it. We're going to do one last piece. Right here. That's what I wanted to do. Now I can use body putty and different things for this, but I prefer not to have to do it that way. I'd rather build it back up with plastic. But you got to work with it quickly. There we go. Didn't get that bend in there quite right. There we go. Keep in mind, while I'm working with this, it's all still drying together. On little spot right there, we're just going to fill it in with glue. Use the glue for a filler. And we're done. Now, And there it is. Now we still have to build our bumper. We don't have that on. And I'll probably show you the building and the bumper in part 2. When I finish the assembly. All right. Well, that's all I have for you for tonight in this video. And as always, if you've had as much fun playing with your trains, running, operating your trains, customizing your trains, you're working on your lathe, then you should have happy rails. Until next time. Bye-bye.